Hello, everybody, and welcome to Youth Connect. I'm Aiden.
Hi, I'm Kevin.
Hi, I'm Joshua.
Hi, I'm Nibras.
Hi, I'm Jeffrey.
And welcome to our Youth Connect. Now, if you're new to the show or if you're a recurring watcher, Youth Connect is a news, interest, entertainment show that was created during the pandemic for the community, by the community. You've already met my other co-host, but we really start off Youth Connect with gaming news. Now, we could go with a festive video game of the week, but when I was researching, I realized that there are no Christmas video games. I mean, there might be one or two, but when I really looked at them, they were pretty bland. So I am instead going to talk about a game that is widely known amongst the community and is quite known for its silly antics. And today's game of the week is Elder Scrolls V. Now, what the heck? That's not even related to December. But the Elder Scrolls V, if you don't know, also known as Skyrim, is the 2011 game of the year. I know, pretty old game. But it is developed by Bethesda Game Studios, which brought you Oblivion and Fallout 5. Skyrim reimagines and revolutionizes the open world fantasy open world sandbox, bringing to life a complete virtual world open for you to explore any way you choose. Now, here's where the Christmas part comes in. The game has a ton of customization options, ranging from mods, add-ons, and even to VR. The game is hugely popular and has a great fan base, with a few glitches here and there that will make you giggle. I myself have tried this game out and seen interesting and hilarious videos on it, but there are also some Christmas mods you do ever want, where there's even a Christmas adventure map where you can try it out. So if you guys like a open world sandbox game and you like a fighting kind of like open world game, I recommend that you check it out. It has magic, dragons, custom NPCs, and storyline that you can follow, and secrets, and even game cameos. It's a really good game. It's a classic and an oldie, and I recommend that you check it out. But anyways, next up we have Kevin, and Kevin has with us some Holton news as well as culture. Kevin, I think you're muted.
Silly me.
Don't worry.
Just bear with me. And recording. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Youth Connect. And our last episode of 2021 is a Christmas special, so here goes. The Halton District School Board has announced on Monday, December 13th evening that students are getting COVID-19 rapid antigen screening kits to take home during winter break. By Thursday, December 16th, all HDSB students will receive a sealed kit containing 5 tests to bring home with them for use during the winter break. Families are encouraged to conduct the rapid antigen test with their child over the winter break, the board said in a notification to families. More from the school board. Several school boards in Ontario are asking students to take home their personal belongings and electronic device as they prepare for the possibility of a switch to remote learning in the new year. The Toronto District School Board told families Wednesday it hasn't received any indication from the Ministry of Education the school will close, but will want to make sure it can take a transition smoothly and efficiently. As we prepare for the winter break, we are, of course, looking ahead to the new year and what learning may look as we return to school in January. The TDSB said, as cases of COVID-19 continue to rise in Toronto, so too does the possibility of individual classes or schools moving to remote learning for a period of time. The Waterloo Region District School Board issued a similar memo saying its staff have prepared schools to ensure a smooth transition if required. In its winter break message, the York Region District School Board and it's working on the plan that the school will reopen in January, but it's prepared to move to virtual learning if that announcement is made. The Peel Region's District School Board said it anticipated ads is hopeful that learning will resume in person and online with classes resume in January, but it's also taking precautionary step in case of the switch to online learning. Driven around the Halton area, you will see some magnificent Christmas houses, and other holiday displays. To quote a few, Santa's Castle in Oakville, the Christmas light display created on the front lawn features angels provide some comfort amid grief to the family who lost their daughter and her boyfriend, two teenagers who were killed in the head in crash in 2014. Since then, they have other angels with the name of others who have passed away. C 113 McCraney Street in Oakville with a dazzling display of over 80,000 lights synced to music, as well as a vintage Santa sleigh lit linely throughout the holiday. They are collecting donations for the Lighthouse for Grieving Children and their family on the Oak Park Neighborhood Center. My favorite is the display on the Willow Avenue, a residential display of over 40,000 Christmas lights synchronized to music on 99.7 in support of the Milton District Hospital. Another noteworthy display as a Holsby Avenue in Burlington featuring inflatables, elves, and collects toy donations for the Burlington Dad Toy Drive. So take a drive or a walk to check out these beauties and donate for a good cause. Don't know about you, but I definitely have been tracking Santa. So where is Santa Claus right now? Right now, Santa Claus is warm at comfy at the North Pole. And what is he doing? Well, he's using his special magic snow globe to see who has been naughty or nice. So make sure you're being nice. Santa is watching. 6 more days to Christmas. In our culture segment today, I'll bring the story of Christmas. Mary and Joseph were a couple living in Nazareth around 2,000 years ago. One night, Mary was visited by the angel Gabriel. Gabriel explained that God was to send his son to earth for mankind and that Mary would soon have a baby. That baby would be named Jesus and would be God's son. Following the visitation by the angel, Mary told Joseph and they began to prepare for the birth of their son. Joseph wanted to return to Bethlehem for the birth of their child, so he prepares for the journey. Mary and Joseph sold their goods in Nazareth, taking them with only what they could carry, as well as their donkey. Mary rode on a donkey over the hills of Galilee, and Joseph walked beside her. Their journey would have been long and difficult, traveling through long stretches of desert and harsh landscapes. Eventually, Mary and Joseph would have seen the candlelights of Bethlehem on the horizon. Unfortunately, when Mary and Joseph arrived in Bethlehem, it was incredibly busy. All the rooms and in the inns had been already been filled. Mary was been Mary was very pregnant at the time that needed to rest. Luckily, they met a kind innkeeper who let Mary and Joseph stay in his stable for the night. Mary gave birth to Jesus that night in the stable. She wrapped the newborn baby in a white cloth and laid him to sleep in a manger filled with hay. Whilst Mary and Joseph and the newborn Jesus slept in the stable, some shepherds on the hillside that overlooked the city of Bethlehem saw a bright star in the sky. As they watched the bright star hang over the city, an angel came down from the sky and told the shepherds that the Son of God had been born in the city and they should go to him. The shepherds left their herds and came down from the hillside to find the newborn baby. They visited Mary, Joseph, and Jesus at the stable and knelt before them to pledge their love to the Son of God. Far away in the east, three wise men also saw a bright light in the sky. These wise men were kings from the countries far to the east of Bethlehem. They took the bright star as a sign that a new king had been born, and they began to follow it. The three wise men followed the star to Jerusalem, where King Herod ruled. They assumed that the new king had been born to Herod. They spoke to Herod and asked to see the child that would be the king of the Jews. This news troubled Herod, who believed himself to the king of kings. The wise man left Jerusalem to continue the search. Eventually, the three kings reached Bethlehem, knelt before the baby, and offered gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. That night, they all shared a dream of an angel. They were warned not to tell King Herod where Jesus was. King Herod only grew angrier when the three kings did not return with the news of Jesus' location. He was worried about being overthrown and ordered his soldiers to go to the Bethlehem and slew all of the babies. Luckily, Joseph had dreamed of Egypt, and he took Mary and Jesus there, knowing that would be safe for the reach of King Herod. And the rest is history. As we are running short of time, I will present just two interesting facts about Christmas. Santa Claus did not always dress up in red clothes. Santa Claus initially wore clothes that were in green, purple, or blue. For many years, this was the common theme for the jolly old man and the North Pole. However, Coca Cola decided to dress him up in colors that matched the brand and that stuck. So, this is why he is always in red clothes now. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer has helpers too. You probably know Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, who pulls Santa's sleigh on Christmas Eve, but do you know under reindeers it would be possible for Rudolph alone in the pull Santa's sledge? Don't you think? It is filled with gift to the brim for every good child in the world, and Rudolph can pull that all alone. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is in fact Santa's ninth reindeer, and there are eight other reindeers who help him. These eight reindeers are Cupid, Dancer, Vixen, Dunder, Comet, Dasher, Prancer, and Blitzen. Wishing you and your families a wonderful Christmas. See you in a New Year's Eve. This is Kevin Aruja signing off. Now over to Aiden for more gaming news.
I have one thing, Kevin. I did not know that Santa liked Coca Cola. And I didn't even, well, you really do have a good point. Rudolph could just pull the whole sleigh on his own. That's how powerful he is. He's like a super strong, buff reindeer. That's what I see. Bit scary, but okay. For your second gaming news, now we're getting into the holiday. Considering if you guys have known, we love Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is a huge thing that we always talk about, even when we talked about it in Halloween when they did their event. Now they are having their Christmas event, which is called the Special Toy Day. And the main thing is that if you guys know, despite little facts of that, the Animal Crossing items are going to be in the game relatively soon. The main thing that you need to repair before regarding Toy Day is to accumulate toys from Nook's Cranny. Starting actually from the 1st of December, so it's been going on for quite a while, Nook's Cranny will start selling toys on the blue mat to the left of the door. You'll want as many toys as you can because you want to give presents to all of your villagers in the village, or technically on the island. It won't matter who gets which gift. This will take 10 days, and if you have the full amount of villagers on your island, since the toys rotate daily, you will need to make sure to collect them all. Obviously, there's a bit late because if you're just starting now, or if you're an avid Animal Crossing fan, because some people are. I know my sister is. She loves Animal Crossing. You can always do time traveling, where basically you go back a day, and guess what? You can get another present. Go back in time, get another present. Yada yada yada. But something that you should this is something that you should strictly do before Toy Day, because you get a bunch of rewards if you are able to give presents to every single villager on your island. And I must say, the name Toy Day is absolutely amazing. And the main person, so Animal Crossing usually has these main people that celebrate the holidays. Like, for example, there's a turkey to celebrate Thanksgiving, a Easter bunny to celebrate Easter, but we don't talk about that man. We don't talk about him. But we also have Halloween, who's a pumpkin. His name is Jack. But now we got a red-nosed reindeer. Who's that, you might ask? If you guys like Animal Crossing, I recommend that you check it out because Animal Crossing is absolutely awesome. And we've already talked about it before. Make sure to get some toys for all of your villagers. But other than that, next up, we have Joshua with a good news story and, of course, animal news.
Good afternoon. Welcome to UConnect now for a good news story. blind hockey goalie invited to play on sighted team. For recreation league athletes, there's nothing worse than when one of your teammates drops out at the last minute. When your creation league ice hockey team in Edmonton needed a goaltender, they got a save from an unlikely hero. Nelson Rigo is 100% blind, and by filling in as a goalie for an acquaintance's team, he became the first ever blind player to play in a sighted team in the province's history. Rigo plays blind Rigo plays blind ice hockey for the Edmonton Seahawks and met another goaltender, John Hunter, who was inquiring online about gear modifications and a chest protector. Later, Hunter got injured and was trying to help his team find a goalie for a league game. When he reached out on the Edmonton goalie's Facebook page, Nelson saw the post for the substitute goalie and reached out to Hunter to ask if he could play. The team was all in, and so Nelson strapped on his gear and got ready for his first ever sighted league match. According to the players, they didn't tell the referee until the puck dropped that their goalie was blind. In an interview with CTV Edmonton, Rigo, who has also driven motorcycles and race cars since going blind, explains he keeps himself centered in the goal by measuring the distance between the post with his stick and his glove. He uses sound to key into where the puck is, and if it's being challenged, and all the while following audio instructions from his loving wife Emelinda in the stands relaying the action. The game was by no means a washout, and even though Rigo's team lost 9-8, they hung in there and earned the respect and admiration of the team. They made no accommodations for me, Rigo said. It was just like being one of the guys on the team, that the whole camaraderie thing that you get with a team. That's the thing that I really love the most. Hunter would later post on Facebook that these are the nights where legends are born. I'd say just go for it, Rigo says. If something you want to do, just do it. It's amazing watching hockey, but it's even better playing it. Turning to animal interest news. Teenager builds free wheelchairs for disabled pets. A Minnesota high schooler has a passion for disabled animals. She now has a mission to give the mobility to these animals. 2 years ago, after studying some YouTube tutorials followed by a process trial and error, 16-year-old Shane Killian embarked on the enterprise of making handcrafted pet wheelchairs for animals in need. More than just comfort for the animals. The mobility devices Shane manufactures in their spare time are changing furry lives for the better, and even saving animals that might otherwise be put down. Since launching Wheelie's dog and cat wheelchairs that offers custom handmade and low-cost wheelchairs for especially abled dogs and cats and pets, Shane has only charged the cost for her materials. The savings are often substantial. $300 for one of her creations versus $1,000 for similar devices for large breed dogs from more traditional sources. Today, the tireless teen has put together close to a dozen front support, full support, and back support models depending on the animal's particular needs. In addition to dogs and cats, she also come up with a one-of-a-kind locomotion aid for a hedgehog. Next on her drawing board, a purpose-built duckmobile. Shane is determined to keep up the good work, and while times may be hard, she says she'd be thrilled by the generous folks who are still willing to contribute financial help to cover her costs. If you'd like to help give a dog, cat, or duck a new leash on life, donations can be made via Zelle to Wheelie's Dog Wheelchairs at gmail.com. This is Joshua Show reporting for UConnect. That's it for me. Now I'll send it back to you, Aiden.
She is a youth, and she is doing something for animals that is so important. I must say, putting that time and effort into helping animals that need these kinds of things is amazing, and it's done by the youth guys. We are youth, so her doing this amazing thing, we should all applaud because it's amazing. So thank you so much, Joshua. For your last video game news, we got a festive holiday board game. And you'll like today's board game because today's board game is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but a board game. That's a lot of board games. You have been chosen to help Santa and Rudolph by collecting all the misfit toys. Christmas can't start until this courageous group returns all the toys to the North Pole so that they can be delivered to a lucky boy or girl. Gather your friends and journey through an icy winter wonderland on your quest to the island of misfit toys and bring back old St. Nick's workshop. Who will be the first to help Santa? This board game is absolutely amazing because it looks exactly like the movie, and all of the cutouts are just adorable to look at. It's a great game. It's festive, and it's for the holidays. And guess what? It's for ages 8 and up. So it's pretty well-rounded. If you guys have the time, please check out this game because it looks really cute. And I must say that the premise is similar to Gingerbread Land. But next up, we have Nibras, and Nibras has with us some entertainment and podcast news.
Hello, everybody. How are you guys today? My name is Nibras Khant, and I'm host of the entertainment news. Let's get straight in a top story. And before I begin, I would like to wear my Christmas hat. Look at this. And we're on. Let's go. Okay, so first story, it's not a Christmas story, but it's a big story. So the tribe has spoken. Erika Kesupunen is the winner of Survivor's 41st season and the hit reality show's first Canadian to take home the top prize. The 32-year-old communications manager from Niagara Falls, Ontario, it's near, has won $1 million prize after competing on the Survivor reality TV show. The CBS series opened up its casting call to Canadian applicants in 2018. So it was in 2018 when Canadians were ready to apply for the Survivor. While she is the first Canadian to win the competition, Kesukmenen is also one of just 15 female competitors to win the show since it premiered in 2000. All I can say is look what happens when Survivor starts casting Canadian women. Kesupanen joked in an interview with CBC News. I think they're onto something. Kesupanen, who's Filipino, says she received support and feedback from fans, friends, and family who were excited to see a fresh face win the top prize and felt seen by her presence on the popular series. It's truly such an honor to be that person for a lot of people, she said. You have to have a thick skin in terms of sometimes the criticism and sometimes the accolades that you get from the internet and know that you're kind of not a real person, she said. To many people, you're a TV character and you're also still dealing with the emotions of the game. If Kesupenin could do it all over again, Canadian style, no tropical island, she would go to the Yukon. Yes, she said. I think it would be so cold, but I've always wanted to go there. I think that the nature looks beautiful. So maybe that's a trip I need to take now that I've come into some money. Yes, you have. So $1 million, a lot. And if you guys haven't seen the Survivor, it's a reality show competition type, and it's very, very hard, mentally and also physically, very hard. So if she's saying it's hard, it's hard because it takes a lot. A female and a Canadian. I'm very happy. A Canadian have for the first time have won the Survivor. I'm a huge fan of Survivor since I was little. So now before I go to my second story, I'd like to give you guys a fact of the day. And today's fact of the day is drum roll, please. Did you guys know a lot of people get to the ER because of holiday decorations? Yes, that's true. Um, about estimated 170,000 people in the United States were injured by Christmas trees, lights, and other holiday-related decorations from 2007 to 2016. 173 is a lot. And that's 2017, right? It could be more, a lot more. Also, in the Christmas tree, it's, I don't think so you can just get a letter and just do the Christmas decorations, but the house decorations, you need a big ladder, and you need to have that knowledge how to set up a ladder, and a lot of things. You can get injured, and a lot of people go to the ear, and that's an interesting fact. So be careful, guys, if you're setting up your trees or lights. And yeah, and now I'd like to give you guys my second story. And my second story is it's a Christmas story. So Don Jackson displays his love of Christmas throughout the holiday season, literally with an amazing light show set to Christmas carols. The display features more than 70,000 lights, miles of extension cords, and many handcrafted displays. It all began when Jackson was a boy helping his father decorate his house, and has grown over the past 40 plus years. Many of the decorative features that adorn the 113 McCraney St. west of the 6th line, it's an opal, home are handcrafted by Jackson himself. So a lot of the things you'll see are handcrafted by Jackson. So those visiting the displays can also take in the show from their vehicles, listening to the light coordinated carols Jackson transmits through their car radio at 90.5 FM. The holiday display setup begins each Thanksgiving weekend with family and friends helping with the massive undertaking. It's a lot, guys. It's a lot of hard work, totaling close to 300 hours. That's a lot. Over the years, the display has grown and evolved as items are added, new items are added, and old ones are thrown out, including a vintage Santa sleigh. Visitors are encouraged to take photos of their children seated in. So there's a sleigh, there's a lot of stuff. So the display runs nightly, Sunday to Thursday from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. and Friday and Saturday 5 p.m. to midnight until January 5th. So you can still take a look. And on Christmas Eve, the timing is a bit different from 6:30 to 8 p.m. And a very special guest is expected. You guys know who that is, a jolly old elf in a red suit. So this is awesome. So like I just said, right, it takes a lot of, and a lot of people get hurt, like in the fact I said, and that's why it's a lot of stuff goes through. So a salute to Jackson, because it takes a lot of, I've seen the pictures, a lot of lights are there, a lot of hard work. And if you guys want to go see, you guys can do that at 1113 McCraney Street West. This is amazing. And yeah, and that's all for me. As always, this is Nibras Khant from Youth Connect. Was not about to say I'll see you all next week. I'll see you all next year. Happy holidays. Thank you. Take care. Back to Aiden. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Nibras. You know what? There is a special guest coming. I can't say who it is, but you're going to have to find out.
Yeah.
Next up, though, we have our final piece of our Youth Connect. In my opinion, the cherry on top of the Youth Connect. It's Jeffrey with his live music.
Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. To celebrate this holiday tradition of Youth Connect, I'm going to be playing Mistletoe by Justin Bieber. Obviously, you can't celebrate the holidays without music, so here we go. It's the most beautiful time of the year. Lights fill the streets, spreading so much cheer. I should be playing in the winter snow, but now we'll be under the mistletoe. I don't want to miss it on a holiday, but I can't stop staring at your face. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I will be under the mistletoe with you, shawty with you, shawty with you, under the mistletoe. Everyone's gathering around the fire, chestnuts roasting like a hot July. I should meet you with the folks I know, but now I'll be under the mistletoe. Word on the street, Santa's coming tonight. Reindeers flying through the sky so high. I should be making a list, I know. Now I'll be under the mistletoe. with you, shot it with you, shot it with you, under the mistletoe. With you, shot it with you, shot it with you, under the mistletoe. Ella, the wise men follow the star, where I follow my heart, and led me to a miracle. Ella, don't you buy me nothing, 'cause I am feeling one thing. Your lips are my lips. That's a Merry, Merry Christmas. It's the most beautiful time of the year. Lights fill the streets, spreading so much cheer. I should be playing in the winter snow, and I will be under the mistletoe. I don't want to miss it on a holiday, but I can't stop staring at your face. I should meet you with the folks I know, and I will be under the mistletoe with you. Shine with you, shine with you, under the mistletoe. With you, shine with you, shine with you, under the mistletoe. Once more. With you, shine with you, shine with you, under the mistletoe. With you, shine with you, shine with you, under the mistletoe. Kiss me underneath the mistletoe. Show me, baby, that you love me so. Kiss me underneath, kiss me low. Show me, baby, that you love me so. Kiss me underneath the mistletoe. Show me, baby, that you love me so. Thank you, everybody. Happy holidays. I'll see you in the new year. It's back to you, Aiden.
My goodness, I was just dancing. I couldn't stop. Under the mistletoe. No, 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 no. Oh, absolutely wonderful. That's just such a great end to the Youth Connect. Now, people that are watching the Youth Connect, if you liked Youth Connect, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
And don't forget to click the notification bell.
And also, guys, check out our Instagram page at Youth Connect Live for news and more updates. Thank you.
100%. Other than that, guys, I hope you all have a happy holidays. Goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.